Welcome everyone, in case we are live again, with our hopefully nearly final ISO test here. Of course slightly more convenient in Qemu than a real G5 or P3, although the open firmware stuff looks a little bit, yeah. Anyway, as long as it boots and stuff. Oh, sorry, yeah, right, actually I wanted to get rid of, did I not get rid of this someday? I thought, did we not? Anyway, today is not the time and stuff for fine-tuning that. Fine messages, we can fine-tune that another day. So let's test this. Testing this in x86 would be too boring. Can't always test the same. And anyway, we want that this works in Apple G4, G5, P3 stuff. So we need to also, okay, so already the first thing, did we not have Mac? What even was that? So for first thing, partitioning, so much to, yeah, this stuff is not scripted and pre-recorded and stuff. It's like, yeah, each time. Did we not build, what was even the PowerPC? Thankfully it should only be a minute, because we need some special bootstrap partitions that I usually did with Mac Fdisk, I think. And we built this, let's see, target generic. As you see, there's always something. What do we even shared install? Build stage 2 or something. Mac, do we not have Fdisk of, okay, it's disk type, so these are packages. Did I accidentally, what else do we have there? We have Fdisk stuff in, here's, by the way, here we have Mac Fdisk. Oh, wait a second. I think this does not match wildcards like regular expressions like that. That could potentially be the issue already. So much to, yeah, testing, more testing. If you don't test this, and if you just release the ISO, then of course there will be something. So let's machine quit that. And this we would not even have. Also, yeah, fun fact, we probably, although maybe I touched this code line recently, but we might have released some ISO recently that we only tested on the P3, where we don't even need this garbage Mac Fdisk thing. ISO as easy as 1, 2, 3. Boot that again. Of course, like key bindings to break your fingers. So can never have this non-tiled enough. Yeah, I thought we added some NSS switch something to get, we debugged this another live stream. But yeah, probably I should script some unit tests and actually automatically test some stuff before even spinning the ISO, because manually, cheers, some Dragon tea. fun fact, also, I swallowed that wrong time. For those on headphone. I muted that shortly, so much to drinking tea live on YouTube. Not the very best idea. Let's see, do we have, still not Mac Fdisk what? Come on, what have we done there? Although maybe does it need pdisk? Do we even have? I'm wondering, prox, maybe we additionally needed some time, even if I wrote parts of this, not sure. Some stuff clear, some stuff me, some stuff others. Maybe we need this in there for that to work. So it's been a decade since then. Also, certainly with the P3 stuff, we recently worked on this, but you can't remember each and every detail. Fun fact, we could actually check that before we pick the ISO. that should be in probably here, or disks, or second stage. What was, or disks? Find name, macf disk. Now we have something in there. Second stage, even the second stage small. Should this be in small? Maybe not. Not sure. Anyway. So one ISO again, one reboot again, and in good old-fashioned without virtual machine stuff, this would already be some ISOs rewritten on optical spinning disk stuff. And this is also why I, not as Hollywood worthy, but certainly way more usable, test this in Qemu, because G4, G5, as I said, burning optical media and then some stuff missing, not super cool. It's also useful that we test this in Qemu, because if I test this on my G4, G5, I usually have this bootstrap partition. Why is here still no macf disk? What? Or don't tell me, I know we... Wait a second, or did we down? I can't make the stuff up. I think I sway hotkeyed that wrong, and instead of, probably I pressed enter with, did we? Probably we did. So much to multitasking. Sometimes multitasking also wastes a minute or two. Hello. So yeah, maybe I didn't press enter correctly there, and yeah, people always said, why don't you Qemu that like a whole build and stuff? It's like, yeah, this is probably G5 is faster than Qemu. No, we have this. Then, by the way, I wanted to test that also install works, because that, yeah, I recently added this as convenience in the P3 Saga. So this is virtual machine. Now we have this stuff here. And no partition map exists, so it's been a decade probably since I used this, so we need this bloody bootstrap partition, no partition map. How to create, initialize this new size, and then B for bootstrap, first block, so I think it was like 2p. Some stuff you don't forget. New world boot block. I think, at least I think, I make this from memory. I should probably look up my own. Was no C for create. That would be 3p of probably everything. Was it 3p? Name of partition Linux. 2 gigs, was it not more? Or maybe this did pass this wrong. Partition number 3, create 3p of, what was all? Was enter for all? Was, how much do we have? We have, let's try 4 gigs. Yeah, it's requested base, not within, come on. How much is it? Is this not, is this blocks or, nah, is 2 GB enough? Create 3p of, was it 4p? Bed partition number 3p? What? Ah, come on, 3p. Here's length. Okay, so, okay, this is then probably blocks, and that is all virtual space. Do we fit this all? Okay, let's, nah, maybe I should. Change, yes, right. This, and actually, one of the things we will really soon, actually I wanted to make a questionnaire on the other channel. This is some more live stuff. How was it even? That was, do we format that automatically? Oh, it is. let's quickly check. Did I really had? No, we have 4 gigs. Why is this only 2? Or does it have some? This is so hilarious. It's better delete this. I'm not sure if we fit the installation in that. Create 3P. Let's try like 3500 megabyte. So yes, error handling is hilarious. Why does this not? Okay, it has here number of blocks, but is this maybe wrong? This is somehow. Why do we always find all the bugs in? Desktop dev SDA. This even has 16 gigs. Why is the size detection so wrong? Oh man, there's always some bullshit. I think this worked the last time I tried. For whatever, oh shit. For whatever reason, this doesn't work today. Could also be, was it I for initialize? Already exists initialize. Anyway, let's just put here like 12, oops. 12 0 0 0 0 0 0. What a garbage. Maybe some OCTL doesn't work anymore. This is hilarious. So yeah, installation. But for the low-level stuff, I was anyway thinking of one of the first things. This is also integrated stuff with, but probably I should start the installation and not talk here so much. Integrated stuff of the kernel and bootloader that like having a file system library and utilities and like one place and not like Linux kernel and utilities and old Mac fdisk stuff. And it's hilarious. So first block, then create 3p. Oh shit, no, we have a name. What was N for name? Nah, come on, not that the name would be so different, but where would be the name? Print, initialize, change, size, delete. Does it not have? Ah, come on. Delete 3. Create 3p Linux just for the sake of it. So yeah, let's try that again. It's hilarious. Right? Do we have wait, yes or? Yes, purchase. No. Why does it say yes and no? Somehow I find everything. Probably you also want to see more. What are this stupid super key Qemu features for the verse? I wanted actually move that. Ah. It's not amazing when the super key acts like this. Anyway, so what we want to do is test full disk encryption. So 5 gigs should be enough for that. That would be create partition. Actually, wait a second. This is not really. Oh wait, no, create encrypt. No, this is. So let's see if this works. All uppercase. Test and test. So this is basically what we have done for x86, just now for PowerPC, because testing, more testing. Root. So far so good. Cheers. Then we get that. Then we, by the way, so we use the latest and greatest. So that means we can use BetterFS. And I think the only question is, I hope grub is small enough for this bloody bootstrap partition. Man, I have not done this in a decade. Okay, that is mounted. No swap because emulation probably will do fine. let's mount a multi-target with compress LZO, not set standard. What? Also remount. Full install everything. Because set standard would just waste more emulated CPU instruction cycles here. So yeah, it's not super slow, but yeah, AMD Ryzen EPYC Threadripping 1350X, but yeah, probably I hope a G5 is faster anyway, or a P3. While at it, man, the super key is so annoying that this, come on. Man, I'm getting increasingly confused with all the various hotkeys. So let's see the data update something, data updated units. There's fully, so that is obviously data, because why not? Data or bot. What else do we have? So this is installing. All right, we could check our own handbook. Documentation, all in one. Bootstrap, Mac fdisk, example session. So don't tell me. I use Mac something partition, something boot 3P. I guess this should be fine. So we have, because my only concern is whether 800K is really enough for grub. I wonder how this holds in the future. But yeah, 2020, need to check your own freaking documentation. So yeah, this is unfortunately installing quite a while. Let me, can we, all right, we could actually use, do we also, come on. Start Thunderbird. Because T2 updates. Theoretically, we should also check, or does it, or this is, while this is installing, also here Firefox, we can do two things, which, by the way, how does it work with this tiling if we, with this workspaces, if we have actually not tried that fun. Oh, this works, okay, fine. Though probably that's, what, this stays? Because, this is, what? Okay, fine. Whatever. Because we should eventually check all our updates. But while at it, I actually wanted to add here some community question, something of, because I wonder, I really want to continue with some more low-level code and stuff, and I only wonder what the community thinks. Should I spend any extra time and effort on bugging Firefox on PowerPC62? And something like that. I guess because someone's, of course, a little bit beating a dead horse. But sometimes people also want to see old horses. So here we are installing. That will probably take another 5 minutes time. We could actually, how do we do this? Right, we could also super key. What? A usability thing. We could use this time. Can we? Okay, we could also detach. Yeah, this size is also phenomenal, amazing. Super, totally no bugs in this Wayland land. Because we should actually also check here, what is it? Oh, this is boost, GMP. So did we do GMP? We did 6.2 because this is out of sync, right? Swift, what is alles slip dispatcher? This is okay, this is garbage. So this is when you have automation, but two things not synced. What else do we have? I think xterm was here, 6.3 is a little bit, maybe it's still faster. Okay, Zambor data has, it's tiny little bit annoying to actually have done this manually. Maybe data has not done that. So the next thing would be what is probably a really important step, as you see here. xfconf, okay, data also has not done that. Perl data, I'm not sure, postfix. Probably also not some of the stuff, just does not just build. I think Pango data has done. That was 1480. No. Pango, yeah. I mean, it's still way faster, but of course we need to optimize. It's probably not that. Meson, I would hope not. Probably not. I think Zambor, okay, Zambor is a duplicate of that. With DRM. This is funny. That would mean if, oh man, these are really a lot of updates. Somehow this is interesting. The data couldn't update that. Maybe lib input. Where are the data commits, by the way? Data would be a GMP Bison of, not even there. Xterm Tor, do we have this here? Xterm Tor. I think MPC I've seen somewhere. MPC data here 1 to 1. Maybe I'm not sure. mtools. Ah, Tor, here's some Tor though. Was here some Tor? Here's some Tor 1446. So yeah, basically here were really many. Hello Tor. Did not see Tor. Oh, there's Tor 144. Ah, this is already a new one. Yeah, so basically this is a little bit annoyingly time consuming. Found something, yeah, not the most thrilling lib cap of 244. So yeah, I think I do this nowadays. This is annoying, too annoying. Live stream. In case you're wondering, yeah, so automations, as always, I said this before, there's always something to do. If you started your automation, then still need to do your next automation. What is all? Oh, I see you for see. So basically, the big thing is not only testing the latest build. And by the way, with the smart optimization previous view, I spent some extra efforts on it. I still need to automate that also, which, by the way, do I have this here in the to-do? Actually, this we have done. This was the last thing for the current release. And smart, do we have? But probably I also need to reprioritize. Time is running so fast. 21, for example, here more smart profiling and also data emails. And not two different VMs. Here's some conditionalities. What even was it? What update list? Ah, right, this was. Did I? All right, we started some other live stream. Combine all. Oh, we have this here already. Has so much too. Huh. For me, working with text files way faster than running them. By the way, fun fact, in T2 15 years ago, we had a public web bug tracking stuff, but this was so quickly full with Asian LED and whatnot spam. LEDs and spam, this was so hilarious. Yes, by the way, version check. This is, by the way, so some of the stuff are duplicates even on our stuff. By the way, did I actually was it Spark? By the way, this maybe this is fixed with the Linux header stuff that we recently did. So what's installation? Yeah, it takes a while. This is what else did we have to do? The data update some more stuff, not yet. I mean, theoretically, you know what, we could actually do it the old-fashioned way. And because this, otherwise, I would have had some other stuff, commercial stuff to do, but while we wait on this stuff, better to do some things. And by the way, why is this? This is a little fun stuff. With Wayland, we can simply do it the old-fashioned way, and oh, what is it? Don't want. It's a little bit annoying like that. Maybe like that. We could basically just copy and paste all the stuff. Do we have here? The only thing is, although maybe a lot of the stuff is not primary release. Why is this 104 missing? What did we even hit there? No, go away. Maybe another compressed. Does it? Yeah, this is also some of the Thunderbolt doesn't open. Does it even? Yeah, can't open Firefox. I know, integration. Oh, come on. Alright, maybe I paste. Oh. I clicked on copy, for God's sake. What, can't copy between X window. Oh, this works. Whatever. Maybe they only have here, so they changed. Oh no, wait, they have here. They have this 174 PowerPC64 174. Why is here bin tray? What? Maybe they don't have bin tray. Wait a second. What is it? Oh, download bin tray release 174. What? Boost.org release. Source. What am I overlooking? Wait a second, I hope I didn't delete too much now. Whatever, we will see in a second what source. Or did I? Maybe I didn't have the version there. This probably was the issue. So Tor, I think, because if data did this, it's basically just like. Sorry, I didn't mute. Okay, maybe data did this already. some of the stuff. Of course, due to dependencies, probably data has not done that. And yeah, recurring reminder why I want data to do all this stuff. Probably need to fix some more dependencies for that, for stuff to just build, which you can also send in if you want. What Banshee, why does, probably, can't make this version stuff up. 1181, why is there always something? Yeah, that is pretty time consuming. Oh, wait a second, this is Banshee. Cache, what do we have here? Or is there 29? What even did we want? One, wait a second. 291. Oh, wait a second, please. 29, obviously. Also, what do we have? Highly compressed, etc. It's always not the most, but if you are on the go and need this urgently and it's not on the mirror, then still not. Alright, maybe the one thing there. Because not one. Oh, Banshee 291 tar. Is that what could still be wrong? Download, or maybe not GNOME anymore. GNOME stuff of that could be a thing. No, that is better. So welcome everyone. Does Open Firmware boot from USB? At least doesn't open. So this is VM, also USB. G4 Cube does not directly. G5 might. G4 only with hex. And other, yeah, it changed somewhere around some G4, maybe G3's not, maybe G4's. Apple was on FireWire bandwagon. I only later found out that you can override this if you manually specify USB, whatever, on the G4 Cube. But actually, so it's not for all the G4s actually, as a G4 Cube didn't USB boot. It was FireWire land, right? So but you could take a FireWire disk, actually, that is true. But yeah, welcome everyone. So yeah, so this is still running Linux firmware. There's also some hundreds of, if you're wondering, hundreds of megabyte decompressing. Hello, cursor. Ah, man. So what else do we have? Banshee. So that is certainly a pretty major update. What else do we have here? Asterisks not doing that, also not Meson. Here is some 3 is this. Now this is GTK2. That is not valid. I slightly wonder why data, or I overlooked this. Could be that data has done it and I overlooked it maybe. I don't know, data does not have done it yet. Maybe he does it soon. Basically, cut and pasting it is still faster than checking each of those in the changelog. By the way, also for SUV, we talk about random stuff here and tech. The other live streamer was wondering to automate this, like booting at midnight and stuff. And I was wondering the best way to automate this. And I came to the conclusion, I tested this, it works with, if you are lucky, with some boards. The RTC wake up for ACPI And I started to script this, but it is not super amazing because the problem is always how to, like if you wake up, what is the wake up reason? Did someone manually ether wake with a Ethernet magic packet? And so on. So I came to the conclusion it's probably better if you have like more than a little, like if you have more than one personal thing, like media station or other home automation stuff, that to also whether this G streamer stuff, also maybe not everything. So not use RTC wake up, but use some central orchestration stuff, and not use RTC wake up, but Ethernet packets, and then like secure shell in there, like remotely from some. I would suggest secure shell, but you can of course also use other means. But so with this, it's in my opinion probably better automation if you have some central command and job multiplexing orchestration thing, and like for energy reasons suspenses, then you can. Oops, shit, no, can we control sets this? Oh, we could. Amazing, what was it? This was base. Because yeah, then you don't have to deal with like manual wake up and other automation stuff and what was the wake up reason. Then you use the same, like even if you want to run something at midnight or something, like this data bot updates, you still use one unified methods of waking up running commands. And you can even script this of, because how to suspend this was also my challenge if you have other jobs running there, when to suspend to memory again. And with some central job orchestration thing, you can ether wake, doesn't matter, like ether wake always, just in case, then secure shell your command, and then have there some central command multiplexing thing that is checking whether any automated job is still running. So also automated secure shell logged in jobs would have there some accounting, and so that then the last one, because that was my challenge. So it's usual, in summary, best to avoid complexity and competing stuff, and have like one unified solution. That is probably what I'm going to implement here further. If you have any other ideas or feedback, let me know. By the way, someone has updated ArcTech. Not really sure if I'm still, yes, this is already made optional because I didn't boot some others. Maybe this USB thing I don't do yet because this was prone to sometimes not booting. SG3 utils, snapshot stuff we don't want. This is also some older stuff. So Perl date timer check another day, USB utils too. I mean, theoretically PHP, just to get an overview what is new here. And now this is still, but as this is alphabetically installed, we are reaching the end of this installation stuff soon. And due to the nature of the Linux desktop stuff, and welcome everyone, I'm just going to, committed this? I will just going to commit all the GNOME stuff here, which is like, yeah, whatever I might or might not build. It's like, yeah. There's also GDK plus conf. What is this? I should have looked closer. Benchy. 1, 2, 3, Seahorse, Lipglade, some stuff. This was, yeah, but this is what it is now. It's always when you rush stuff, there's some stray stuff off. Okay, it's just some deleting old stuff. Yeah, make and stop. Okay, I mean, yeah, whatever. It's not perfect, but yeah, that's what it is. As huge fan as we are of this GNOME stuff. Okay, this was that. The other stuff I need to mostly test compile, because everything not KDE and GNOME I actually test compile. 300, yeah, only 2.5, but some doc frames not the most. So VI So we have still, I mean, the big packages, GCC, Firefox, LLVM are through. Linux firmware are monstrous 100 megabyte packages. And next we have, okay, the X stuff, of course, X is some stuff, but mostly small stuff. And then we need to take a closer look. I will probably, oh darn, is it, need some bread and baguette stuff for the family. Stuff is closing at 2000 in Germany. It is a little bit life of running Linux distribution and YouTube channel and having food. Well, anyway, I guess we have some frozen toast and some bread from the other day. So yeah, we are done now. We are mounting this stuff. Let's keep the fingers crossed that this is going well. Actually, while we're waiting, we could check our own YouTube channel, which is probably where you want to share, like, and subscribe and vote and stuff. Some people even voted. Hey, 5 votes yet. Yeah. So this is more, I thought more, but as usual, just some input there, because why not? So this looks good. Also, yeah, finally. So this is probably what I recently fixed for RISC-V. There you see doing some random RISC-V 32-bit stuff. Noticing there are some I/O, some syscall brackets and stuff, and it fixed a couple of stuff, including the spaces here. So this is probably some I/O CTLs and whatnot. So this is testing, more testing, doing random stuff. If you're wondering why do we do some random stuff, first of all, if I do each day the same, like only Octane or only PS3, then people get bored and unsubscribe and stuff. And certainly we also need state-of-the-art and x86 and RISC and stuff. And this random stuff at times even fixes stuff. Sometimes like this PowerPC and Spark glitches of some Rs, because it wasn't the most visible, right? It's just some arsing warnings of couldn't set permissions, like, what the heck. Probably some strange stuff going on, but it took like another random, much more broken RISC-V stuff to actually fix something. RTC doesn't work here with Qemu or the Linux kernel, whatever. But yeah, sometimes it's random testing, which for your entertainment and improving T2 for latest and greatest CPU architectures, but often, like 50% of the time, there's also some chance to fix some real long-standing bugs that only becomes more visible in some combinations. So this is, yeah, also why we don't have an ISO yet, because fixing that, fixing more, doing P3 and fixing here something. And yep. So this is the real test. What does it do? Okay, so it does some stuff right. I would need to, so the question, oh no, this, I mean, so this crypto stuff is correct. That is generic. The question is not only if the installation works. So yeah, this didn't work, SDA2, unfortunately. So we need to fine-tune here some stuff, but this is also why we test and more test and conveniently test this in Qemu. So, so this stuff is new. Like we copied previously as what you would do, copy this legacy grub1 module to grub2. Of course, the disk handling is vastly different. And I only YOLO'd it like until it was working. I knew there was some BIOS device mapping stuff that was outdated and not working. So I wrote, like, probably rewrote 30% over the last days and night. As this is all new, it's only partially tested, obviously, because we ship it as early as Microsoft and Apple. So as soon as it works for one, like me, then I ship it. But actually, we test more than Apple and Microsoft. We tested on 2 virtual machines. But so yeah, half of the stuff is also new. So the script stuff is new. This UUID stuff here is new. This grub device stuff is new. This install device stuff is new. It actually works half of the time. Well, not half of the time. It works half. All right. Wait a second. I didn't. Good that we test this. We have some, because I didn't even. I did not actually wire this up correctly, now that I think about this. Anyway, let's skip that. Okay, Kboot we don't really need, but we could test this. This is, as you see, for the PS3. Does this looks some... Okay, actually, yeah, we need for whole disk encryption. Okay, let's make a note. It's the more we test, the more we... darn, we shouldn't test better than Apple and Microsoft, darn it. We find here everything. Everything we find, I tell you. PS3 Kboot conf for disk encryption. I need to... The question is, should I... somehow we should share some code there. Because we need to map this dev mapper to the actual device. This is probably one of the major bugs that is, yeah, anyway. So the way we fix this now is we, okay, maybe we better wait shortly for this. Either we wait or we kill this, but we can also wait shortly. And then we change root into that and YOLO around there until it YOLO works. And just, by the way, is there... I think I really like this dragon. Maybe we should change the TE2. I mean, not that LVM would have a dragon, but I think we need a dragon logo. Stuff is always better with a dragon logo. Anyway. Although I like this one angry penguin thing on some Know Your Penguin stuff from World Penguin Day. Anyway. Yes, this is cosmetic, something, whatever. Yeah, it's on my to-do list already. They're my amazing text files. So yeah, come on. Maybe we PSX, can we kill all? Fine. Because yeah, don't have time for this update DB nonsense. Nobody needs it in 2020 anyway. So yeah, come on. The only reason is I don't start working on this yet because this scripts here, this post-install scripts will unmount this as we would be working, and then behind our back dev proc this stuff would probably be potentially be unmounted this way. Yeah. Anyway, come on, you can do it. Only one moment. I wonder what is wrong there with this H mount. But yes, this is also okay. This is also one thing where we wait what we could do better in our microkernel. And yes, we do not only talk here because talk is cheap, but we will also really soon do it. And because file system stuff not only shared in our hardware abstraction bootloader stuff that I want to get rid of this duplicated bootloader stuff, as you see, complicated grep stuff and such. So exit and no reboot. So mount, we have this in the history with my genius idea there of pre-filling the bash history with this stuff. And then do we have, by the way, change root? We have something, although probably, why do we not have bash in there? This probably would be, was this the right? Was the right thing? So stone, text, bash, the, what? Stone, bash. grep2. Right, file system. I wanted to say file system stuff. So with this partition stuff, you could have one partition library, not in Linux, where you have some in the bootloader, some in the Linux kernel, some in the user space. So you could have like multi-server. So most of the stuff is with my microkernel, potential microkernel plans. 99% is anyway in the user space, and then you could have one partition library that is used for everything, not like code duplication 3 or 4 times. And then also here we use in this module, we use this user space working with HFS stuff because something didn't support, maybe the Linux kernel, I'm not sure, something there was an issue with some detail. And so I think for old-fashioned whatever stuff, compatibility, I had to use here user space stuff, which is also really hilarious. Probably you don't even know this, but so reinstall this in the boot record of there. This H mount. So why does this not work? So copy this, not mounted off. So what do we do here? Change in here with the second terminal and probably etc stone mod grep2. So this is manual installation. I also need to check up. So this is Okay, so this is actually, wait a second, hmount dev SDA2, does this already probably not work? So what this is doing is mounting this in, by the way, so this is like some user space nonsense. I slightly wonder, why do we have here MNT? Okay, we mount SDH. Okay, we actually do this. Why do we do this? Although this is, by the way, hard-coded. We should theoretically also opinion discarded here. On my personal SSD, of course, totally not. I like this one angry looking tuk thing. Maybe I actually patch this all over just to give us a little bit more. I would need to redraw this myself, so, or ask this. I like this one. There's this one last. Know your penguins. Like this one, and I liked here this one here. I liked really. Also, maybe I need to hunt down garbage Pinterest. No, I'm not looking into garbage garbage stuff. There. Oh, Reddit. That's really better. So either I need to hunt down the author and ask like, hey, can we use this? Or I like this. Of all of this, leave in the comments below which one do you like the most. But I like this. This one here, and by the way, for those I didn't know forever that here this Gentoo is actually a penguin species. I didn't know this until last year, so I always thought this is some fantasy name of whatever, something. But yeah, I like this one. This looks nicely angry, like kind of your horn stuff, but maybe. So yeah, either if you knew the author, if you want him down, if we get permission to use this, or redraw this like inspire, like not copy, but inspire, obviously for copyright reasons. Anyway, so what did we even do there? Install firmware readable stuff. So mount this, copy that. So far so good, right? Copy this grub config. Okay, all right, because, okay, also this is slightly stupid. So this is probably, we don't even need to do this, to be honest, this bloody copy. This is actually stupid. Hey, my own code stupid. But yeah, some 2 years later, because we can configure grub to directly load this, because grub can load the file systems. So we wouldn't need that one. I just don't remember. I like the one with Eric crested one because it's incredible. Yeah, this is the one I liked. So. By the way, we also can, I mean, not that it would matter too much, but this slash we probably don't need. And why do we have remove that? What have I done? All right, so we create a grub. Why do we have here temp grub? Do we really use this? Temp. I mean, this is not our real issue, but. Config file. All right, wait a second. I do this here already. Copy. Why do I copy here some? Wait a second. What have I done here? Apple H. What am I doing here? Maybe, okay, maybe we need, but this, we don't really need this. This is extremely stupid. Anyway, so yeah, I use this config file there. Although, okay, what? I mean, we could build in this config file grub supports, grub2 supports that. By the way, why do I put this in temp grub? Maybe for, all right, maybe for HFS to move this. So, okay, fine. What? So this is mounted, creating that. And why do we do this? All right. Okay. This is why we do this. Okay. So we copy all those files the regular way. This is all fine. But then we do this here to set this bloody HFS Unix TBX boot executable stuff. And So H-mount, why does the question is, so this probably doesn't work for some reason. H-mount, do we even have this? Hello, H-mount? Command not found. Maybe that is the problem, or... Don't tell me. What? Oh, maybe I didn't change root. Wait, right. How many? 1, 2. We need one more. This is not the change root. Can never have enough change root. No, we already operate here with 3 shells on this stuff. So this should have. Oh, this is super stupid. I hate this super key. Switching that. H-mount def SDH. So H-mount def SDA to not a Macintosh HFS invalid argument. What? Maybe we didn't H format that. Maybe that is the issue, huh? Untitled, huh? That is probably better. Okay, so probably because we have nothing else to run that, we could actually, if we, I mean, this is always a little bit tricky. Either we run each time H format on def SDA2. Also, this is hard-coded. We should remove this. Do I have already good means to remove this? No, we don't. Maybe I'll leave this hard-coded until someone wants a bootstrap partition, not in partition 2. So then let's do that again. And yes, I didn't found this because I developed this on the G4 cube some 2, 3, 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And which is also, by the way, do we have, where is this? Stupid stuff here. So switching is super annoying. Where's my first terminal? Here probably. So let's do, wait a second, we probably need to quit that and rerun that. And then, because yeah, I didn't probably notice this on my G4 cube because it was already formatted from the previous installation. So does this work now? So volume name is untitled, so created unknown file system HFS. We also should probably HFS var adf list, not flist, proc file system. Why does this not auto load? We don't. Maybe we don't have udef running. Or do we psax grep udef? Okay, maybe we have it running. I mean, I would think it should auto load, shouldn't it? Or do we not have, maybe we, lib module, maybe we don't have it in 5.9 kernel file system. Okay, we don't have it here. Copy. Let's see if it auto loads if we copy mnt target lib modules HFS but then we don't have it in the aliases. We don't have depmod in here, do we? Oh, we have depmod in here. That's a surprise. Copy that to HFS and let's try that again. Maybe no, it auto-loaded. Yeah, I guess it auto-loaded. I would think it auto-loaded. So then for this to work, the easiest thing for that is use valence, hate and sway. It's totally amazing. Then let's put this into the mkinit.rd of hfs, xfs of hfs. Just for that case, also probably let's maybe put this into the next line of random garbage. So we probably, why do we have, maybe for HFS not to probably match everything else, I guess. So yeah, that's in the next build. Anyway, I wanted to rebuild a new ISO from scratch because the PowerPC build was majorly rebuilt. So like half of, not 10% of the packages do data updates. So does it look like mounting this stuff, volume, copy? So this looks relatively good, except we need to put here in place. I think I need some more fresh air though. Because ventilation. Then I have here mod grub. So crypto. I have this crypto multiplexing stuff only. I actually forgot about this. I added this here only to if crypto then different. Basically we need this crypto mount UUID thing, but I would think what is here? So I mean basically let's majorly clean this up as we are here on this already. So this means not copying the grub config in here. Because for, what did I do? So for the PC case, I would hope, because we can directly read it from the root device, I probably should check that for the x86 or x86 case also. And this here we don't need like that. H for mount. Where is this? So this is config that. This probably. Come on. Oh, I so hate these key combinations are killing me. MK grub. Hello. Grab MK image. Does it have a min page? So C, is it embedded? Embed file is early config. Okay. But the thing is, I would hope we don't really need this. Let's also hello, focus. Here's my mouse. I hope we don't need this, and hopefully we could just either that, so this would be basically, we should not hardcode this, but where did we copy that from? boot grub, I guess. So this I should just use the dynamic path, which I will do soon. And that should just go to mnt. Where do we install this? mnt, yeah, so probably the same prefix. Grub probably should try to load it from there. And the only other thing is, and also we can, by the way, all right, wait a second. We could make a UUID search for that, which is what we should do. Okay, fine. Testing, more testing. But basically the issue is also that so basically this would be if crypto stuff, then all of this stuff. Paste here. So ideally we shouldn't paste it here, I just want to test it for, so this would be that. Oops. Grab install. So this would be either that or echo all of this stuff to mnt grub config, and theoretically we should be able to use the same here, like set UUID and then search set root. Maybe we do this. Anyway, this is not the use case we test right now, so yeah. The cool thing about this UUID stuff, I said already in another live stream a year ago, a decade ago, I wasn't the earliest to jump on this, but you also don't need to deal with this grub too. Also, again, like kernel has other understanding and code duplication of the Linux kernel, and then partition selection like IEEE and devices and Apple partition map stuff, and it's like, yeah. So theoretically, so set UUID grub dev device where I have the UUID and crypto mount that. And then config file from the crypto stuff of that. Let's see, what do we have here? Prefix, I'm not entirely sure. I think the prefix should probably be just a slash in that case. Output that. Grub here, it has one suspend module more. This we don't create anymore. This is some open firmware boot stuff of this grubf thing with a nice tux, because obviously unmount and probably, oh wait a second, this is highlighting here the closing curly. Maybe I have a syntax error here. If then else, and sure enough I apparently have. So this might have saved us one edit compile cycle. Let's see what happens. Reinstall that stuff, and it did something. I'm not sure. Why does it print 2 times volume names? Maybe once from format and once from... Anyway, so this has a chance to work, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Boot grub config. I mean, theoretically, if platform here, of course it's not, but whatever. Root crypto, because that probably because we are encrypted, and that is then should be mounted. Let's mount it SDA2 and cut that. That is crypto mount set UUID 45 something, crypto mount UUID config file, boot grub. This has a chance to work. By the way, oops, shit. Yes, go away. Let's subversion commit this, because if we don't boot, then I would need to boot and recover, and so as we check out HTTPS. Grub2, copy, etc stone, mod grub2 to stone. That is a div. I guess, yeah, this we theoretically, do we do this now? I slightly wonder, how did this previously work? Okay, previously I copied the config file in there, which is really not cool, because then you, each time you change your config. So yeah, that certainly is really not cool. How should I really reinstall the second time without? You know what? Maybe I take my. Should I take my chances, because this? Okay, fine. Edit disk encryption support to PowerPC grub2 stone module 2. Do we have here some password thing, right? Nee. Okay, this was mistyped because, oh wait a second, did I use that works better. Also, we need to update the password placeholder thing the other day. Cut SVN, did I use the right file? Hopefully, apparently. So then let's, probably it's time for reboot. The problem is now we have really many active proc, alright, also change. Oh, that worked. Human def. I mean, this is only, it's a test virtual machine, but nonetheless, always nice to have everything flushed and not shut down, remote. Let's see what happens. But yeah, can we just spin some new ISO and then weeks later also reboot, maybe? But doesn't matter too much. We can control Z and remove this boot thing. Let's see what happens. Invalid state has been set, load or trying. So basically it didn't boot anything apparently. That is not amazing. Means the CD TB exit I thing works. So the question is, no, wait a second. Console, yes, the performance is super most amazing because. So yeah, this is slightly annoying. I wonder if we can probably. I mean, the question is, does it support chain loading? Maybe not. Config file, HD. IEEE. Oh, this is named IDE 0. Shit, I think I had their HD or something. 0 Apple 2 grub config aren't accessible. Couldn't read what was written there though. That is slightly annoying. Was it not LSMod? I thought it was LSMod. Maybe that is some more limited. Probably we don't have crypt. Oh, we have crypto mount. Crypto mount. Let's see what happens with IEEE. IDE 0 Apple 3. Ah, yes, isn't available. Would we have that on the install CD? Also, the other live stream I was joking and like, yeah, not amazing that it's named Rigendale, Rigendale, and here it's AES. It's like, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, let's maybe, well, I wonder what, oops, tbxe of I mean, it probably should load the CD similarly, no? But why did the cursor jump so strangely? LS, let's see if we have more. Where would it be our boot? And do we have more? No, we don't have more modules. That is, maybe I should add all modules. Maybe I should add more modules to the that we can load them here. That probably would be amazing. Anyway, I wonder if the same thing would happen on the real hardware. Jamerican is excited for this release. Happy to hear that. Which platform are you most interested? x86 or some PS3? Goodness. For, let's see, boot info architecture, x86, boot, we could, on the other hand, though, also reinstallation takes a while, we could also check unencrypted. Do we have any other? But actually we can regenerate, okay, Jamerican is interested in AMD64. That is of course the more easy one. Let's, architecture, let's just, I mean, if the ISO is some megabyte bigger or not, doesn't really matter too much in 2020. Boot, and this would be boot in of this module. So we basically, oh, wait a second, this is PowerPC already. Let's x86 and modules of, I think x86. Do we copy all? Because the benefit of if we would, oh, there was some copy. I saw some. Oh, this is also, we don't want this old. This is grub and grub2. So we copy all of that here, and maybe we should do the same for x8 for PowerPCs, and we probably should be able to load modules. That probably would be amazing for data recovery backup reasons like this one. mkdir, etc PowerPC, grubdir of before vintage Yabut stuff was here, grubdir, mkdir. Which would it be? The boot grub, probably. Alright, boot. Do we have boot grub here, by the way? Grub of boot grub. Isodir grub. Actually, we. Here is the isodir grub. You know what, theoretically, let's try to change this. We don't need to embed it like this. Let's try feeling lucky. And build root, oh wait a second, build root. How do we do this for the x86? We copy this and okay, we do the same of the grub platform stuff. Okay, fine. Because we can, if we place this config at the better location, isodir grub. What did I just delete here? Isodir dash. Maybe I didn't even had that in here. Boot. So we have here copy boot. Boot. Was it boot? Oh, wait a second. What is the? You know what? We could boot info grub config isodir isodir. What is the isodir prefix? I think I did this here slightly wrong. I think P is the prefix. That probably could be boot. Grub. Or we keep this shorter, just boot. I only wonder, does this prefix? No, I think grub should already know about that. And isodir, so boot grub .conf. Then we don't need to embed this prefix boot grub elf, and then we only need to copy here also the build root lib grub stuff to that. Probably, wait a second, boot grub. Well, it would be only wondering whether to include this grub stuff in here. Yeah, maybe we should actually include this grub config boot grub. Maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's regenerate that and hope for the best. Better FS, FDE, full disk encryption build, see how it works on other devices, like to try some ARM hardware, don't like how locked down they are. Yeah. So, did this do something? ISO grub, no such file directory. ISO grub. MKD, what do we, oh, this is also the wrong. I think we have here some kind of, here maybe that one. Was it just, or maybe we just cleaning this up. Did it error on the RM? Yeah, I'm slightly tempted, so I'm totally not the most thrilled about the Apple stuff. I'm not really in for reverse engineering this non-standard conforming stuff. If there would be just a really super good deal on this Microsoft Surface thing, that might be a thing. Although it's the same detachable keyboard stuff. Or do I even have the also ground also? Was not the super greatest fan of this Surface kind of keyboard stuff though. So yeah, this did something. Let's see. So the good thing is now that we have here some Qemu setup that we can test with. Edit compile stuff is of course much faster. Welcome to grub. So this of course, as expected, does not work. You majorly change your config and of course bugs. That's what we do here for testing. And the only thing is, wait a second, maybe, but also another pro tip, no graphic, because with serial output stuff, darn. Pro tip, you can read it better and then it clears the screen. Thank you very much. What a bullshit. Also, so let's see, let's set, so this would be command pass. Let's see, what is the prefix? Okay, so this prefix is garbage. It needs to start with a slash. Good that we tested that. Here I thought it's like just adding that, but needs that. I wonder slightly VI. Also, let's build this already because it takes a minute or so. Architecture x86 boot in of prefix of grub. Maybe I should, just for the completeness, not have deleted this boot stuff. Would have been nice, like in the x86 case. You see, okay, you use the same boot grub prefix. By the way, why do if true, then why do we do both? I forgot. If true, then that, and otherwise, why did I do that? PC, or maybe this was hybrid booting. Maybe it's hybrid booting. Probably it is hybrid booting. ISO of booting on MBR, master boot record stuff. By the way, do we have power off or off? Yeah, worst case you can always kill all that of that sort and rinse and repeat. Maybe it works this time. Call something, hey, and it works, yay. So the changes are, now we embed all the modules and kill that again with graphics. Also theoretically we could. I mean, it's whatever. So let's see, because due to that also console. Hello, Control Alt. I thought I pressed that off. Can never have too many monkey style stuff. So what this should allow us should be ls ls boot grub. Hello, ls/boot grub. Also, yeah, no error up grub. PowerPC IEEE 1275. Oh, darn. ls boot grub. PC triple this an E missing. IEEE 1275. Oh yeah, that scrolls a little bit away. I mostly wanted like insmod. This was G. It's a little bit many and looks a little bit Amiga-like, or Commodore C64. There's our crypto of G crypt SHA-256, I guess, and G crypt this bloody Rindale. Off, where is it? G here is somewhere off here. R-I J, and yeah, this is the what. Why did they not Rindale? Yes, nah. I hope that worked. Then config file HD Apple. What doesn't have HD? I was hoping this alias would work, but yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. I would with my microkernel, nanokernel stuff of how loading some kernels and have already some much better interaction here, because it's hilarious. And this could be so amazing, right? We have already grub, but nah, certainly with all the platforms, ARCs and Open Firmware and PC BIOS and stuff. But anyway, this was IDE 0 of Apple. Hello? IDE hello. Fighting here with command completion stuff, can't mix this up. If you barely can read what you type here, then why is this not working now? IDE 0? I thought it was IDE 0. Hello? Oh man, config file. What? Darn, it was first. Maybe then HD works. No, IEEE. I had this wrong. Does HD work? Hello? No, it's IEEE HD. Hey, that appears to work, this alias. Apple, what did I want? Apple 2 of... did we have this top level, or... We had this top level of grub config. Hey, password, we have something. There, we also have it on camera. Amazing. That was test. Let's hope if that works. So this means, so okay, right, we would need to verify with either debugging this in emulation, or let's see if that boots, or maybe I should have looked into the config and not just press enter, but let's hope for the best. Grab your favorite preferred bootloader, it's just easier to work. So earlier, earlier grub was not as portable. We only had never version 1, legacy grub version 0. By the way, are we booting something, or hello, fail. So much to virtualization stuff. You name it. We had Zilo on Spark, or still have it, and Yaboot on macOS, but Zilo and Spark, like ArcLoad and everything, barely maintained and abandonware and not amazing. So on the platforms that work for me, mostly for full disk encryption, right? I mean, actually, I might transition from legacy grub 0.1 to grub 2. We're booting something. I was holding off pretty long and only made the switch, hey, and everything else appears to be working. So the only thing is whether this installation stuff is actually honky-dory or some random garbage. So yeah, amazing stuff. Everything takes more time than you think, but here we are. Most things pretty amazing now. I was holding off the grub 2 transition rather long because it was just too magic. It was like just run. The problem is everything under-documented. Of course, they have a freaking read the bloody manual, but all the detail, usually it's like run grub install mkimage and stuff, or like grub install, but this was always too large of a code base of too large of 100 modules, and then if I don't understand the process in reading the freaking manuals, it's like, yeah, too much magic random stuff. I only made the transition actually I made the transition probably only for this system here. That is probably 5 years ago. 2015 December stuff for full disk encryption, because basically this probably works with nearly nothing else or something. And then because Yaboot, every year, you have seen this in these videos, each year we build an ISO. Yaboot is broken, so the former and now mostly legacy bloatware, abandonware. And Zilo the same. Also for Spark I have not changed to grub2. So basically now all bootloaders are barely maintained and mostly abandonware, and horrible like arcloads and Yaboot and Zilo stuff, like horrible barely working. Very basic C code with lots of assembly and C code mixed in until this vintage platform abandonware, Spark and MIPS and PowerPC stuff barely boots. And from that point, grub2 unifies this somewhat, but yeah, it's humongous code base, too large for my taste, like what was it, 15 megabyte download or something. And in my opinion, too much code duplication. There's a difference between as unmaintained and often broken Zilo and Yaboot were for me, at least they were the most minimal boot shim. Now this is everything in the kitchen thing, sound, USB and Morse code beep generator and whatnot. And for that, I think my vision of a nano kernel hardware extraction layer stuff similar to Windows NT, but obviously not the same, and not having this bootloader just like some HAL, that is the HAL in my microkernel dream stuff that we continue soon, would be the first stage bootloader stuff of platform abstraction, of BIOS calls, of EFI, of open firmware or ARCs, and then load the kernel, like our microkernel stuff, and then providing some early boot services interaction stuff that would, in my opinion, be much better than this code duplication and various barely working bootloaders. That would be my vision. And it also would resolve a lot of code duplication as outlined in my previous microkernel videos, because then we could have, I imagine we could load multiple ELF objects, so that for full disk encryption you would only, instead of what you have also with grub2, you have the modules that you have seen, like the full Amiga kind of font printout screen of probably 100 modules. You would, similar in my vision, not to have code duplication, pre-link some libraries, so that similar to here, build this image, you would build this bootable image for this HAL microkernel stuff of HAL, like PC BIOS HAL, our open source nano kernel glue stuff, with the kernel, our kernel being our microkernel, hopefully also only some 100K, and then some LVM2 services, like, and then just append this like this, like ELF, proper ELF stuff that would otherwise load, like basically kernel similar to, and people like telling me like this is impossible, pipe dream stuff, like no, I'm not on drugs like Apple and Microsoft there. It's totally the opposite. And this would be, it would just work similar to Linux kernel modules. We also have LVM2 there, just like unifying this monolithic microkernel and monolithic bootloader stuff in a much more flexible and user space services, and just like similar to how we load grub modules, how we load Linux kernel modules, how we preload them in an initRD, and how also Darwin and macOS GNU is kernel KX caching them of what is needed for booting. So it's not like impossible. Also QNX does something like that. So just HAL microkernel, and then the set, if you are running full disk encryption or logical volume management stuff, just preload this similar to that service. It's just the difference of having this once and not 3 times or so. And hopefully that would be amazing, which you probably want to share, like, and subscribe for, and watch the previous videos. So for today, I'm mostly satisfied with that. That is also best to enter your test password correctly. So yeah, cut proc, we have some Frankenstein Qemu stuff of, do we have, by the way, machine or CPU info. That is a really funny Power Mac thing of that sort. I'm not that concerned, to be honest, of should I be? we should test two things of this booting stuff. I will probably test this on the G5. And what I will also do for probably, I said this months ago, I will soon as in I said it a month ago, I will soon redecorate a little bit. Not paint the bloody yellow wall there, but redecorate here with this still bloody yellow. I hate this stuff. Maybe I should paint the fucking wall. Anyway, this is when you move somewhere and other freaking people painted the wall yellow. Man, does this piss me off. Each time I look into my bloody something I can't throw up with this wall. Anyway, redecorate here a little bit and have this hopefully better scenery. But first I wanted priorities, right? Get the freaking code done before I redecorate. And then my plan is also maybe I shuffle my, because most of my work I can do as a thin client, even on an SGI, Octane, or Apple G5 and Apple G4. So maybe I will switch, like, keep the stuff tested, because who else tests this shit? Work 1 week, like partially, like half of the day of what I can do thin client wise on a Apple G4, Apple G5, switch here, and keep the stuff tested and make some best use of the hardware I have here, but also put them in focus and keep the stuff tested. So install this on real hardware. Let's see if this boot issue occurs the same day like here. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. And if you have fixes, if you see this, watch this later or stuff, and if you pull your gray hairs out like we usually do, then and see some typo and stuff and can't see this code because typo, then send us a patch for your lovely system or play along at home on a P3. One last thing, and also slightly, I should really go home. We bathed baby yesterday, so it's not bathing day, so probably can be some minutes late, also shouldn't be too late. Because one thing I should actually check, what triggers me a tiny little bit, is I have boot EFI mounted, because we don't need, I make this unnecessarily large, we don't need all the files for the modules. That would be boot, and so I have only mod files in here on my system. That probably means grub is using, I'm not really sure why there are two mod and module. Maybe we could, usually we fact check stuff, but I'm a little bit tired and out of time today. Probably maybe they build ELF modules and then post-process them or something, whatever, who cares. If you know their module stuff, probably similar to old x386 modules of whatever stuff. Pseudo put table stuff, wait a second, disk, what boot of ISO. Because what did I not copy this? PowerPC boot of boot grub, maybe here of PowerPC Z. Yeah, we have both two. What did I say? We have mod and module. I said I only have mod here, right? Here I have mod. Let's see, that should be, actually this should be both. So x86, LSL, also have only mod. Let's see, what are these files even? These are actually fun facts. They are both. Why do they have them twice? Maybe they just strip some stuff out of that. Whatever. Anyway, I slightly wonder, do we... okay, let's RM module. Yes, force, do it. And actually maybe also mod, just for a test. I want to see what is left. That makes it a little bit easier. So there is some stuff left. Boot info. This is funny. Here's some boot info. Actually, okay, they have here some. Funny, I didn't even see that. Interesting. So boot info. What is command list? Let's. What do I even do here? Config crypto list. Okay, so those crypto are modules. And so those we only need for making this info. What is here? Some DB. I probably also need that though. This is probably some. Oh, this is this This is interesting what it has. So that is the script that we also generate, just that they have a more fancy icon for some reason. So we don't really need them. They're basically mostly template stuff. Not sure what this other stuff is. Part map. So, okay, turns out I think we don't need any of that stuff. I would say so. As we already perfect this, and we certainly don't want to have random garbage files in the ISO, let's quickly, and hopefully quickly, so this copy would be here of, you know what, the reason I've done this, there's always something quickly, and the T is even already gone. Crap. But okay, we can probably boot grub. That would be build PowerPC. Use a hard-coded path for now because YOLO user lib PowerPC64 grub PowerPC. So that path we would hard-code for now because whatever. Right, maybe this. Yeah, okay, fine. Details. Grab that. And then copy that mod to here. So that certainly saves half of the size. And as you know, we are huge fans of size savings. The other would be x86, and that probably is a little bit more tricky. Grab 2 because right, we what not needed. Okay, here we actually RM this already. Okay, we could make this. If we say okay, some tiny noise is fine. It's even more than that. It's also list, so if we keep this in line and slightly simpler, we could do that the same. Then, although we then have like 5 like ch like script there and stuff. PowerPC of modules. It keeps it slightly shorter passes, and I mean wasting some most elegant. But whatever, so that would be copy that. Should only be that then, and copy and delete, like yeah, whatever. Slightly inefficient, but keeps the code slightly. Wait a second, why is this? Does it even work? Because we need that here though. It's crap you're looking at. Yeah, could be GNU. Yeah, so theoretically, so this other tux is in standard tux that I copied from some old Yabu demo thing. But this looks much more high resolution, so probably I should check. I should test this out and maybe make our own if we change to this much better looking erect something tuxing there of crest of erect crested thing there. We should double check so much to, if you spot something inconsistent, then look it up, because yeah, we copy here grub everything, user lib grub everything there. I think this is deleting it wrong. I think we need that here. We can check this. We have a full x86 build here, and that should be ISO boot. And probably we have, oh no, wait, right, we have here, you see, I was this was bad. So we have a lot of, why don't we have all module? But anyway, yeah, we have some module and we have this hybrid for i386. So yeah, we waste this. So this, yeah, so 386. Probably we should test this. Does it RMRF? We could, let's x86. Let's quickly redo this. So yeah, working on PowerPC, this is where full stack experience on all architectures only live here on those channels, which you probably want to share, like, and subscribe for, not to miss any live stream work and good run. We can do this in parallel. Let's already also, or yeah, do this in parallel. Okay, fine, we finished. Let's redo that. And in the meantime, build x86 toolchain ISO boot grab find. So grab modules. So now they are gone. So that saves us whatever. Actually, we can check what we save on that. It should probably be mostly be half the size of that. So that's probably some 5 over 5.5. Basically, you see the total there. So probably nearly 5.5 megabytes saved of redundant stuff that's not even used because module stuff. Anyway, so ISO, let's do that again, just to double check that the stuff actually freaking works, what we've done there. And console, and that, and press C, hello. Insmod of gcrypt. Hello, where's our underscore? Or it probably does not work. No. Insmod y is gcrypt our. Hello. Why does shift not work? How to type an underscore with? How did I type an underscore previously? What? Hello. Why does emulation? Goodness, how did I manage that previously when? What the heck? Tiny little, huh? What? I'm puzzled. That's hilarious. Anyway, what else we can probably insmod suspend, or what else would be insmod without underscore? Can't make this stuff up. USB test. Let's insmod USB test. Yeah. What else do we say? Build PowerPC64. Toolchain ISO boot grab. We have probably video frame buffer, video verifiers, UFS. Let's probably something like tar isn't loaded. Let's try to load. Oh, come on. Ah, that works. Good. Not really sure what's... what? No, can't make this stuff up. No, maybe we had some hanging... Probably had some hanging shift modifier state crypt. No, it works. Can't make this stuff up. Whatever is going on there. Shark 256. Okay, so this, yeah, saved us some megabytes. That is amazing. I wonder, probably insmod chain loader. No, probably doesn't have chain loader on. Probably doesn't have that here, huh? Chain load, maybe not a. Would be cool, but we can't. But doesn't matter too much. Arsing, delete that. SVN up. We should get the grub stuff. End. The data has updated glib and strong swan. Data is still running. Danny can't append text desk something or photos in what? How can I append text in desk? What is, I don't quite understand your question. xfcw4 for all folders in, I don't know, I don't quite understand what you try to do. So anyway, so let's commit this stuff like architecture x80, hello, architecture x86. So that is that here of, say, what was it, 5.5 megabyte, x86 I source by really deleting the grub2 modules. And very theoretically, probably, if we really wanted to, like, kilobyte counting like no other, we probably could delete all the modules that are duplicates of what we already have preloaded in the grub2 core image, but yeah, that is for another day. Right now we can afford that, I hope. So that would be grub, like copying here modules, of also simplifying the config. There's also, actually, I really hate trailing white space. Let's fix that also while at it. And so simply clean up and simplify PowerPC grub2 ISO boot code and include all modules. Nice. That probably describes all we do here, don't we? Simplify, clean this up. I would think that probably should be it. But yeah, so one week and one live stream at a time, we perfect here our increasingly successful, increasingly more than one man distribution. Is this enough tested? Well, theoretically we could also, should we, you know what, one last thing, so crypt setup HD, or do we, oh wait a second, do we have, we can just config file that, I think, of IEEE HD, I think that was working, wasn't it? Apple 2 of grub config. What? Shifter suit mod? I didn't. Insmod gcrypt. This rindale. How could they not? I mean, should I'm somewhat tempted to freaking custom patch this. Bloody, I mean, how could they not name it? Alice x86 G Rin. This is so hilarious. It could be as simple as AES, but no, we need to name it Rindale. Probably someone wanted to be extra. By the way, I know history. It's hilarious. Config file IEEE HD Apple 2 of grub config. Just so. Give it a thumbs up and leave in the comments below if you find it hilarious that we name Cipher suits after the original developer proposal stuff and not like the official standard names. Because yeah, probably also leave in the comments below, can you freaking type pronounce or type Rindale? You mean this? You can use multi-append stuff, for example, T, echo, you want to append stuff like echo something, pipe to T and then T with T all the package xfce something star dot desk stuff, and the T is does, or maybe you need T, does T always append? Maybe you need, or you can check that. T as in T, and you need dash append for not overwriting the files, I guess, maybe potentially. Yeah, we are still booting, still waiting for this to boot because this is running in Qemu. It takes a while. We can in the meantime check what we got here in community votes. Always engagement, hey, 2 comments, so 26, hey, 26 votes and 65% yes. We give some PowerPC love. Work with what? What do you think about Cameron Kaiser's work with 10.4 Fox? I'm not sure with 10.4 Fox. There's this Arctic Fox, which we didn't review the code of both, but maybe this Arctic Fox is more maintained. Just write a new BSD Linux type kernel with RISC-V hardware and offer paid support. By the way, Mac Linux Android without the the new Mac Linux Android without the bullshit. Well, I wouldn't write, I said it before, I mean, we certainly will write some microkernel stuff. It will not be like BSD Linux type directly. It will be somewhat Linux Unix-like and POSIX compatible, but yeah, it's also amazing comment, but yeah, not sure if you want a microkernel, but thanks for the comment. Let's see, did people already unsubscribe about the, hey, and we're booting, also want to enter, wait, hello, test password, yeah, so much to focus, thankfully this was just test and not super trust no one, or what do we have here? Okay, not too many people unsubscribed, often people unsubscribed. When also, what do we have there? The fund management of, or did I already? Okay, fine, thanks for that. Amazing stuff, as per usual, otherwise also you might be interested in T2. So, one last thing, let's code here this, what test, no, root test, no, test. Also, let's do online. etc stone mod grub, and so what I quickly want, quickly, and then it takes 30 minutes. Crypto, this non-crypto line I wanted to change crypto def than that, because that would be because we changed this embedding here, and that should be here of UUID, so that basically probably basically it is alright. The problem is this is also really silly. We need this twice because I tested this previously, this lunch break. If you load a new config, all the variables are reset. That is super annoying. So this is why, so yeah, we need this twice. So basically this is the same code as there, just here for, so basically I remove this for testing, just to be able to, what, oh shit, VI copy and paste for reverse. Oh wait, I did this wrong, this is why. It's the best if you copy and paste this correctly, and then crypto dev, paste that here. Because what we actually want is cat to cat mlt grub config ELT, it doesn't matter too much, So set, so we want that. Probably that should work. Set root, no floppy EOT. Also EOT. And then config file, that would be, so that would be a new trick of having the config file not so here root. So with this trick, previously an hour ago, so I guess, yeah, 2 freaking hours, damn, all the open source contribution development stuff takes really time, man. So the big change is, instead of copying this over, we only do this once, install this once, have here one embedded config. Oh, wait a second, there's a slash missing, I guess. And by the way, we should use the same style, so that probably grab config just to have the same style here. So this tells it to search for the UUID root partition. Actually, this should be, yeah, grub-dev. All right, we should have also this boot should be prefix. Should we have? Yeah, I do this another day. For now, this is good enough. Stone, text, grub2. There are still some small things, like if you have a separated boot partition, whatever. It's for another day. And also the hard-coded bootstrap partition, but yeah. So create, this probably should work. So yeah, install, that did, oh wait, this didn't, right, this is the same thing of, not probe HFS, this should work, what? We booted another kernel, what? Why, what, What shit is that? Should this not be? Did I had say maybe I had the 2 different kernels? Can we also please mod that? What? First it said symbols and they're not found. Lib modules 9.8. What? Why is it not here? Oh, did I move this? Maybe I moved. Did I move this out instead of copying it out? Come on. Okay, fine. We basically don't need to test it the most. We can check probably we wrote this here wrong. Basically, I only want to see if that is. So this is, I think, not the real thing. So basically, I don't really need to worry about this. Doesn't matter. It was just a test installation. But etc stone. Let's do that one more time and ut of crypt. Doing something wrong. Search set UID. Oh, wait a second. Why do I not have? What? This is the right place. Just search config file. Right here. This is wrong. This overwrote this. I think it works. This was just that someone noticed this. Do have a date for planning to release this build. Yeah, you see, it's always we do one more thing. Theoretically, it's kind of finished now. I would say that only that I need to improve on our virtual machine data center infrastructure, because just the download server disk image is somehow corrupting things, probably thanks to client compared Linux kernel. That is also, there's always one more thing delaying the release, but otherwise I think this should really be it finally sometime. There is not a second login here or what? Nah. Hello. Grub config. So this is set user UUID, search set root, no floppy FSUUID, because then basically like you will wherever it is, and we don't need to hardcode partitions or whatnot, and load the freaking config file from there. That probably, so the only thing is dynamic boot versus boot partition versus boot stuff, but this is good enough for me now. Did we grab 2, also DH client, DH client, and copy that to here, div it, and alright, we also want stone grab 2 I had here, crypto. Need to re-add from testing the node 0 somewhere here. Always best to commit stuff non-broken without your test glue. So, so that's probably better. And again, the improvement, not only support for full disk encryption and not only for x86. And again, this is still a tiny, little bit rough, could still fun. Need some, can always need some tiny polishing of software hardware, never done. Dash ask, have you looked into what do you mean WSL, this one Windows subsystem for Linux? I guess I looked into it a little bit, what do you mean like selling, theoretically we could package T2 as selling it as a service on Microsoft Store, but we would need to add this whatever surrounding Microsoft random bit garbage is necessary for that, plus, well, testing, more testing. I have the version 1 on the Surface here at my virtual machine, but otherwise, yeah, what exactly are you looking in for, just for my use? I mean, personally not the most interested, totally not interested in Windows in general. Yeah, improved, but also, yeah, what specifically you mean there, improved. Also not really sure if it's worth it, what might be because how many Windows users, although maybe if there's not that much Linux, but probably there's Ubuntu and who knows what. Also not really interested in, probably it would make more sense to register in the Google Play Store and have there something in the bloody Windows Store, but otherwise leave in the comments below. And also maybe it would be make more sense to create actually for Apple's Mac, as much as I'm not a fan of this App Store stuff, but work on a virtualization solution for that stuff and have, so theoretically we could have both, right? Have T2 Linux virtualized Linux stuff in, but it's hilarious, right? 20 years open source stuff and then bringing your Linux as a virtualization stuff to Apple and Microsoft stores. It's like, yeah, I think we have that and that, and oh wait a second, that is wrong, I wanted that, but it's like, yeah. Audio quality, I don't know, I hope it's not, nobody complained though, but we're mostly done though, but active monitor and check, oh shit, there on the monitor, why did nobody say this before, but yeah, this happens very seldomly, pulse audio for the rescue. What audio quality became worse when changed emulation? What? Pulse audio come. Somebody should have told me though, but Anyway, yeah, I put audio for them. Maybe, who knows, maybe Qemu has some emulated audio going on now. It could also be something improved. Grab to PowerPC to dynamically load config for PowerPC2. Yeah, okay, fine. Password is that. That probably should be a lot of testing. So next testing will be on, probably I have to install this on a G5. Let's see if, I should also, yeah, we anyway mostly through, hopefully audio wasn't garbage all of the time.